Welcome to Life, Death, and the Law, presented by the law firm of Deason, Garner, and Hansen, hosted by attorneys Shawn Garner and Adam Hansen.
There's this myth that the government has to provide welfare for its people or else nobody will. The vast majority, I think, of our history prior to FDR's time period when he was president, it was up to private organizations to provide charity and welfare. We have churches, and this is documented. I've mentioned this in the show before, but Alexis de Tocqueville, who's a famous French, author, and I don't know if he was an economist, but he wrote a famous book.
Yeah, he's a political philosopher.
Yeah.
Well recognized, yeah.
Democracy in America is his famous work. And in that volume, he talks about how America could not function without its robust private charity system that he observed in the 1800s, where churches were providing soup kitchens, people were, going into their own wallets to pay for other people. And I think the side effect of that is also it's spent responsibly. If you know that you're getting something from somebody directly out of their pocket, you're going to be more conservative with what you ask for. You're going to be more grateful, less entitled. And I think we should have a step back towards that mentality and that mindset as a country.
You think that'll work?
I think it would.
They say like there's government's more responsible the closer it is to you. So the further you get away, like in Washington, you're less connected to it. Mm-hmm. I think the same thing with charity.
Yeah,
I think Thomas makes a great point there.
Yeah, after I graduated school, I had a ton of debt, and we were paying back student loans, and my income literally wasn't sufficient to pay for just everyday necessities. And of course, our necessities here in America are high level compared to around the rest of the world. But what I felt was a necessity was a basic car that ran, and I was getting, it was only a $3,000 car. So just the bare minimum that it would actually start reliably every morning. And renting a house, it was a 2-bedroom house. It was actually a 3-bedroom house, but it wasn't in the greatest shape. And still, we were living paycheck to paycheck with that. And when it came to Christmas, there was no money for Christmas. And we had 3 kids. So my brother came over one day, and he handed me $1,000 in cash. And this was unprovoked, unasked for. He just handed it to me and said, "Hey, Merry Christmas. This isn't a loan. This is a gift. I want you to have it. I'm doing fine. And I know it's tough when you first come out of school before things start getting better." And holy smokes, the emotion that was there, the love, the gratitude that I felt for that, and also the responsibility that I felt for that money. I felt like it was sacred funds. I wasn't going to go waste it on something frivolous. I wasn't going to go out and buy an Xbox with it, right? I was going to buy something that was meaningful for my kids. And I really spent that using a lot of thought and compassion towards what the gift meant to me. I think that that really underpins what you're saying, Cody. The closer you are to the gift giver, the more responsible you feel and for the gift receiver.
If you have questions or want to know more about something that was discussed today, please call the law firm of Deason, Garner, and Hansen at 928-783-4575 or visit yumaestateplanning.com.